Been a while since I've opened with a cookie. Do what I can while I get away with it. Welcome to what would have been the 4th episode, had I not screwed up in recording on my last one. Yep. Figured I'd figure out what was going on with my sound. I'll just plug my headset into a different USB port. Should be no problem. Yeah. Bandicam kind of forgets that you have a recording device when you do that. So my bad. So I spent 15 minutes talking to myself for absolutely no purpose, as opposed to this, which kind of talking to someone, I guess. Got that farm all, that's all buttoned up. Expanded my hole in the ground full of sheep, and then built a bunch of that. And there it is. It's right there. Built a bunch on a recording. You won't see, because I made a mistake. Grumble, grumble, grumble. These vines. Get back down here. Using my vine farm to climb up and down things. So, to repeat what I just spent time talking about, I'd planned to turn this entire area over here into some kind of large warehouse, storage, merchants district. And this is what I came up with. A whole bunch of different bays. They'll have to hollow out. And, real food. I'll have to hollow out, build like real walls, decorate, and put stuff that I have a lot of. Right? So, it'll be cobblestone, stone, some type of wood, some other type of wood, some other type of wood, gravel, sand, dirt, all the things you accumulate and then wind up having to go through. And it's not just, when you need something, you need a lot of it. You sit down and do a bunch of stuff. You need a lot of all the things. The plan is to build, so the areas down below, storage. This is going to be like this level, like a warehouse or something. And I'm going to build a whole 3rd level on top of it that I'll decorate with paintings and things that look like desks and things that look like chairs as the offices. And as I was trying to circle this around, thinking that, because this building loops back around this way, this should all match up. It doesn't. My initial design that I think looks okay. Let's get out here. And then we'll just drop to our deaths. Mostly. Still beating up a pair of plain iron boots. So on top of this, there'll be another layer that I think I'm going to do right now in white wool, just because it's something I've got a lot of. And then come back and you have to put a roof on it, rough the whole thing up. The road is kind of straight and boring right now because it's only got one thing. I've got a hole in the ground over there. I have the one thing here that I have to finish so I can start moving stuff out of the hole in the ground and put over here. So yeah. I'm also going to have to go to the nether here pretty quick because I would like some glowstone in the spots where these torches are, because I think that will look better than torches. And then light the whole place up so I can work through nights and not get creepered. So another thing, something that I talked about, tried to make myself a bit of a palette. Got all my light colors, second black variations in wood. I went with, just to check out, like that's black stained clay, dark gray, that stained clay. It's always got that reddish tinge to it, so you're never getting something. Now that I think about it, I should have put a cyan on there. But right now, lapis isn't a renewable resource for me. At least not until I get a cleric or something bred up way over there in the village. And then just for sheer fun value, the same varieties in glazed terracotta. I really like the two concrete colors here and here. I don't have enough bones right now to do the whole thing in white concrete powder. I think it's got a much nicer... It's got a better stucco color, I think, than white wool. But white wool is something that I just have more of. Along with, you know, a nice dark wood like spruce. Am I going to need dirt out here? Some dirt. And you can see I made up some bricks. Tried some stuff over here. Look, it's the colors of a zombie. And this, I had to try this. This green concrete powder does work as sort of lighter patches of grass, but only in a certain couple of biomes. Once you get up there, in Epic Hills, the grass is a lot darker. We're in now? Plains. Plains and forest are light enough that it's not noticeable. I wouldn't even try it in a swamp biome. Swamp biome's got a really deep green to it. You know, like right here, we're in... What is this again? One glob of forest amongst all the plains. This looks like discolored ground, doesn't it? So I'm going to come over here. Sleep in here real quick. So I got a bed over here. I have to get this building done before I can get other stuff finished, because everything's going to kind of build around all of this. So I'm going to see you again when it's wakey time, and we'll do a few things. That end over there lines up. That end over there lines up. I don't know what I've done here. I honestly don't. I have messed something up. And it's going to drive me up the damn wall until I figure out what. Yes, I'm in creative mode, but there's a reason for that. It's because I couldn't figure out what the hell I was doing wrong until I got up here. And really, all I did was move this wall over one wall segment. And now it works. I have no idea why. It just does. And I'm going to be happy with that. Spent about half an hour trying to figure out what I was doing wrong. And now it's fixed. So now I get to go back out of creative mode and wait to go sleepy time again. Ow. Well, there's that layer on. That was a total pain. Ran myself right out of wool, for real. What I have left is just after shearing the sheep in the pit here. Still don't have enough. There's a couple of spots in the inside. I wanted to go with a peaked roof on some of this, but I may have to rethink that. I'll show you why. 0? Nope. 1. I just typed it in. You think this would be easy? I wanted to go with a peak roof because I thought it would, I could carry it through. But to do that, I would have a bunch of really weird stuff happening. Because this would have to come through here and then go one more. Right? Like I'd have to shorten this whole thing up. Just wouldn't fit. It's unfortunate. I like the idea of a peaked roof that ran all the way through it. I'm going to have to change my mind on that. What I could do... Let's see. What I could do is... I go with a boring flat roof. Like I said, that's boring, right? I could increase the height of a couple of the sections. Like if I went... How to do this? If I raised up... Oh, that would look really silly. That narrow spot right there and that narrow spot there would not look good. No, that would not look good at all. Because then I have two big narrow spots there and there. I want you to take a moment to think of what that would look. Right, those would go up and then would just be, yeah. That's not going to be a thing. You know what? I'm going to think about that. I'll come back to you next time. Got a fair bit of editing to do, and you don't need to sit here and watch me hem and haw on camera anymore. Plus, it'll give me some time to think of what I'm going to do here. Yeah. I want a nice roof on this. A flat roof would be kind of dull. Easier to light, however. So I may go with a flat roof on a couple spots of it. I'll let you know. When I come back, next episode, we're going to have a roof on this thing that, that makes sense. Yeah, that we like. Yeah. Hopefully. I'll see you then.